Hi, I'm Dean with Old English Outfitters, and today we're going to be discussing our top 5 carryable double stack 9mm. Alright guys, so as always, we're going to preface this video with the fact that everything said is our opinion as a store, and we are only going to be talking about items that we stock at Old English Outfitters. We're obviously not going to discuss any products that we don't stock because we do not have the hands-on knowledge that stocking those items brings, so we're not going to talk about them. Now, we are going to be talking about double stack handguns, as I said. If you're more interested in a single stack handgun, something that's a little bit lighter, easier to conceal, and you're not as worried about capacity, check out our earlier video, which is linked up in the top corner here, and that's going to cover our top 5 single stack carryable 9mm. But as I said before, we're going to be talking about double stacks, so let's get started. Okay, so these are not in any particular order. We're just going to give you our list and then talk about each one. Starting off with number 1, we have the newly introduced Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Compact. This is kind of Smith & Wesson's answer to the Glock 19. It's got that same size handle, very concealable handle, fits right to the bottom of your hand, holding 15 plus 1 in the chamber. Differences between this and the 19 up through the Gen 4 are the thumb safety and the fully ambidextrous controls, slide release on both sides, and a reversible magazine release. Now, of course, we know with the Gen 5 19s, we have the first ever ambidextrous slide release and the reversible magazine release button, as always. This is a very, very solid platform. This is what people were looking for when they came out with the M&P first generation compact, but the compact ended up being just a little bit too short. It's very similar to the Glock 26, great for some, but not really awesome for anyone that has bigger hands because it feels a little bit too short in the grip. This, however, is the perfect size, and it has a few features that the Glock 19 just doesn't have to offer out of the box. That being forward cocking serrations, the fully ambidextrous controls, and the option for manual safety. Some people really like that manual safety. That is going to be our first option with the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Compact. Our next carryable 9mm in a double stack is the CZP-10. These have kind of flooded the market recently in popularity, as this has just about the best out-of-the-box trigger of any striker fire handgun that I have felt. The reset is short, clean, the take-up is not much at all. This is, of course, fully ambidextrous as well. And it has a really good texture in just the same. This has interchangeable back straps, just like the M&P 2.0 Compact and the Glock 19, if you want to widen that grip just a little bit. Comes with 2 magazines in the box, and just has a really nice feel to it overall. Comes with those forward cocking serrations, aggressive rear cocking serrations like usual, and all the outfits that you would normally like in a semi-automatic striker fire pistol. Now they say this fits in all these similar size Glock holsters. I haven't tested that myself specifically, but I've seen a couple of other reviews and that seems to be the case. So that is a very good feature because accessories for Glocks are just all over the market and they're really inexpensive because so people make them. Our next gun is going to be that one I've been mentioning the whole video, the Glock 19. It's hard not to mention this. Now, I am a little bit biased towards Glocks myself, but it's hard not to mention the Glock 19 when we're talking about concealable but still decently full-size 9mm. It just kind of set the bill with that 15-round capacity but smaller overall size. It's compact without feeling too compact, which is a very tough bill to fit as far as concealable handguns go. Usually it's either very shootable and too large or very well concealable, but it's not really all that comfortable to shoot all day. This, the 2 guns we've talked about previously and the 2 we will talk about, something similar in a single stack like the M&P Shield, are all very shootable guns, but they still have a decent bit of concealability to them. The Glock 19 is standard 15 round plus 1 capacity, single-sided magazine or slide release on the Gen 4, but a reversible magazine release. And then, of course, there is just a large number of aftermarket parts available for these. You can get countless number of triggers, slide releases, extended magazine releases, different magazines, magazine base plates, lights to attach, sights. You can have your slide milled if you're into that. So this is a highly customizable gun that comes just ready to shoot out of the box like all the others. So that is a nice feature if you like playing adult Legos, as it were. The third gun on our list is going to be the Ruger American Compact. Now this gun is a really, really nice gun that doesn't seem to get a lot of attention on the market because it is a little bit flooded with double stack 9mm in this general size. This gun is very comfortable in hand, comes with a machined steel trigger shoe out of the box in a just very, very short, crisp pull along with that reset, so it's very easy to be accurate with, even easier to take down. You don't even have to pull the trigger back, just drop your mag, lock the slide back, flip your lever, and off it comes. So it's very easy to take down safely. Comes with these aggressive, I don't even want to call those serrations, it's almost like serrations paired with checkering. It really bites into your hand well. There is still aftermarket sights available for this gun as well as a few other parts. And a nice feature that I didn't mention on all the other guns is all of these compact models fit the magazines of the larger handguns. So this will take the full-size Ruger American mag and comes with a little cover to slide over the magazine to complete that grip should you choose the longer magazine. The M&P Compact fits the larger magazines. The CZ, there is not really a larger magazine for that gun, that's proprietary, but the Glock, you can use Glock 17 magazines or those big 30-round magazines should you choose to. And that is also going to be the case with the XD that we'll talk about in a minute. This one does have interchangeable back straps that somewhat are side panels as well, because this backstrap comes up probably a good 60% onto the side of the frame here. So this changes the entire grip if you choose to switch those out. Fully ambidextrous controls, as with the other guns we've talked about, and this is available with or without the thumb safety if you do not want to have that feature there. The final gun on our list that I mentioned earlier is the XD9 Subcompact. Now this gun is very nice because it is so short overall, both in grip and overall length off the barrel, but if you want, you can use the full-size XD magazines, and it has that sleeve that fits over the magazine like I talked about, and it completes the grip. And those magazine sleeves actually have the grip zone texturing as well, so it really does feel like you're holding a full-size gun when you switch those magazines out. And with the short barrel and the short grip, this is a very concealable gun as long as you have the room in your pants, because it is thick, it is a double stack magazine. This has one extra safety feature we have not seen yet today, and that is a grip safety. Similar to that on 1911s, you have to be depressing this safety to actually fire the gun. So while it does not have a manual safety, you have your internal drop safety, your trigger safety, and your grip safety. The nice thing about all these features is it makes it an inherently safe gun that you don't have to think about. This gun is not going to go off unless you purposefully grab that gun and attempt to fire, which is very nice. It's multiple layers of safety, none of which you have to think about to turn off. So it's a very instinctive gun to use, and it is very safe without having to try at all. This one does have an ambidextrous magazine release, but not the slide release, and is not available with that thumb safety there. The nice thing about Springfields is they come with a lot of stuff out of the box. Almost every model you'll get a magazine holder, 2 magazines, often one of which is the fully extended one. You'll get the magazine holder I talked about, the holster, all in a hard case. It does come with the fiber optics like I talked about, and it comes in multiple color variations, much like the other guns we've spoken about. So this is a really nice option out of the box that is not quite as expensive as some other options as well. Alright guys, so that wraps up our top 5 carryable double stack 9mm. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's a little bit of a trade-off with carrying a double stack. You get much more capacity, much more shootability out of your gun, but you really do have to try to carry that gun. You have to dress for it, you have to think about carrying that gun all the time. Whereas a lot of these single stack 9mm, any caliber, or some of the micro handguns like the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard or the Kimber Micro 9, the Micro 380, they are very easy to just tuck away and forget about and have that little bit of security that you don't even remember. They're very easy to carry. So that's a trade-off you have to consider. Personally, I think that the capacity and shootability is worth it. I think I can afford to carry that gun, and I enjoy carrying my Glock 19. But that is, as always, a matter of opinion, and you need to try stuff out, borrow your friends' guns, go to a range and rent some guns, and try shooting them to determine your own opinion.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. I'm Dean with Old English Outfitters. We'll see you next week.